Hello, welcome to session 7 of my Pathfinder solo game. Um, Between last session and today, I've done very little. I did look in the rules for kind of an NPC reactions table. Now, I remember from years back in when I used to play D&D, there was a sort of reaction roles, but I couldn't remember what they were. I went looking in the rules reference and the uh, was it the archives of Nethys, and I couldn't find one. So I'm going to stick with my own um, the Solar Oracle NPC reactions for those. I'm also still not 100% sure about the setting DCs, and it looks like, from what I can read, as I'm a first of all character, that the most typical DC I should be facing should be a DC of 15. I was using 12, so I should ramp up the difficulty a little bit. So yeah, that was my little bit of research. Now I had left the previous session of Simon had just crashed through the window of the farmhouse, and inside was the farm foreman, and so yeah, that's where we were. Uh, Let me just swap over 1 second to. Yep, there we go. Um, so yeah, Simon's crashed through and he's facing the foreman. And I rolled to see whether the foreman was going to be kind of helpful, and he is. And I'm assuming that he was defending the house against some kind of monster or something. Um, so a human and a dwarf are not what he was actually kind of scared about, and he's actually slightly more scared of these two armored guys, armed and armored. And so he's kind of putting up his weapon. I can imagine it's like a pitchfork or something, and kind of saying, "No, no, please don't hurt me." And I'm going to assume that Simon actually does listen to that. So let's just have a quick look. I think it's likely that Simon would actually hold his fire. No, and oh dear, right. So Simon, he was obviously not listening to this guy. So he's yeah. Not only is he not listening, but he's you know he geared himself up to launch himself in and attack. Now I'm just going to bring up his character sheet and just see, is there can I make some kind of wisdom check? There is a wisdom here, so I'm going to say um, what was the number I was looking at? 16, I think it was, wasn't it? First of all, 15. Just using a DC 15 um, wisdom check. Will Simon hold his fire, or is he fully committed to doing this? And that's a fail. No, so Simon is going to open fire. And I believe he is it a crossbow or a longbow? Let's have a look. It's his longbow. Now, I haven't created an NPC for this at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just drag out the I think I put it under there. The Night Blade was a level 0 level 0 NPC. What kind of armor type is armor class 12? So if I just drag that down, I should get a copy. There we go. So that one, I'm just going to I'm going to name this chap, and I'm going to name him Jude Bates, or just Jude. Um, so this is Jude. He's the farm Foreman. Now, I do not think he'll be armored, so I'm going to give him an arm class of 10. Um, and I'm going to count. I don't know if pitchfork is a weapon. Um, I'll see whether that actually. Um, oh, I should have done that under melee. Right. So let's have a quick. Um, no, I can. I will find that. I can't imagine him fighting back anyway. So I don't imagine for a second that he's going to have. Oh, why can't I edit that? I can that way. So it's going to be piercing. Um, I imagine it's going to be a D4 because it's an improvised weapon, really. So that's my logic. He's not going to be that skilled, so we'll give him. We'll take 2 off that, which would be then minus. It was going down in fours, wasn't it? So that'll be -1, -5. I doubt if it's finesse, but I don't know what that actually really means either. So, and I'm going to make it a D4. So that's just an improvised weapon using his pitchfork. So that's good enough for now. So I'm just going to um, okay, I can remove him. Now, will it just let me drag Jude straight on there? It will. Cool. I don't feel I need a combat tracker or a battle map for this, but Simon is definitely going to um, target Jude, and um, so let's just it is I've always decided it's going to happen, so he'll make that attack. Critical hit. So so he's dying. Uh, I'm going to make a perception check for Callan and just see whether he heard the attempted surrender. So skills, perception. So we're saying 16, 14. No, I didn't. Um, so that's a bit of a pity. So you know, Simon, went through the window. He's loosed the bow. He's pretty much killed the NPC. So Jude's gone down, probably nailed to the door frame behind him, and I'm going to come through the window as well to get inside the house. And we're going to listen. So let's just have a listen to the actual house. Is there anything else in here? Let's have a look. Is that successful? That's quite good. Simon can have a listen as well. Um, oh, that's Simon's character sheet, skills, um, perception. Still going for that 15. So yeah, we're both 2 successful perception rolls. Now I'm going to use the oracle to to ask, is there anyone else in the house? It's 50-50. He could have been there with his family. He could have been there with other farm workers. He could have been holding up on his own. There is somebody else in the house. Okay, so I'm going to. Is it his wife? That's probably quite likely. And I say yes. Are there children? I'll call that 50-50. No. So I think she's alone. Okay, so I'm just going to record this sad affair. So this is. Oh, I should have been using the other table. I forgot about that. 7.01 farmhouse. Right. Is the house empty? No. Uh, are there children? No. Um, okay, so the answer is that Jude's wife is in the house. Okay, so this is carrying on my little oracle here. I'm going to do one little thing. If does she come screaming into the room? She probably, we were. It was, a loud entry. The bows are not actually that quiet. Um, I imagine that with a critical strike like that, um, it's possible that Jude made a noise. So I'm going to use the yes no oracle of did Jude um, scream before he died? I'm going to give it a +2 because I think it's quite likely. Did he? Yes, but it was muffled. Maybe 7.02. Did Jude make a sound? Yes, but it didn't carry very far, or um, uh, it was cut off quickly. So, um, using that, I don't think that uh, Jude's wife is going to come screaming into the house. I don't think. Um, Actually, I'll just give her a plain 15 or more. She did hear it. No, she didn't. So maybe she did, but Jude may have told her to go somewhere safe and stay there. So we're now inside the house, and I'm going to pause this now and pick up in the next video.